Tell me, can you imagine a world without art? Without music? Without dance? Without film or theater? Sarah Palin can. On March 2011, she said on live national television, NPR, National Endowment for the Arts, National Endowment for the Humanities, all those kinds of frivolous things the government shouldn't be in the business of funding with tax dollars, those should be on the chopping block when we talk about the $14 trillion debt that we're going to hand to our kids and our grandkids. What Sarah doesn't realize is that nationally, the nonprofit arts and culture industry supports 5.7 million jobs and generates $166.2 billion in annual economic activity according to the Americans for the Arts. That study includes over 150 communities, making it the most comprehensive study of the nonprofit culture industry ever conducted. For those who don't know, the National Endowment for the Arts, or the NEA, is an independent agency of the federal government that gives grants to artists throughout the nation to allow the growth of arts in our communities. This includes funding to nonprofit organizations that promote music, dance, literature, film, theater, fine arts, arts education, and so much more. To put this in perspective, without the NEA's early grants, there would never have been a Sundance Film Festival or the American Film Institute. Unfortunately, Sarah Palin isn't the only one who is unaware of the economic benefit that the NEA offers. In July this year, the U.S. House of Representatives Appropriates Interior Subcommittee approved a $20 million cut for the National Endowment for the Arts. This 13% budget cut is the largest appreciation in funds the NEA has experienced in over 16 years. Some of you are probably thinking, what does this have to do with me? I'm not in theater. I hardly go to plays anyway. That's exactly the problem. The only way to keep the nonprofit arts alive in the U.S. now that the NEA is losing more funds than ever is to attend the plays, the art exhibits, the dance recitals, and student concerts that are quickly losing attendance. According to the Scarborough Research, attendance at operas, the symphony, dance, and theater dropped 25% from 2003 to 2009. This lack of attendance proves little support for artists and leaves them on stage with the thought of leaving arts for good. If this continues, more and more artists will quit, less artists will be raised, and our economy, community, and happiness will suffer greatly. What can you do? You can go to their shows. Show your support. You'll be surprised to find that many plays and concerts in the San Francisco area are free or offer discounts to students and have pay-what-you-can nights. Many of those discount performances are right here on this campus practically every weekend. For example, Brown Bag Theater Company is a class where a group of 20 or so students join together to produce and perform a different show each week, every week for the semester. The show runs an hour long, starting at noon, Wednesdays through Fridays. You can bring in your lunch and enjoy a fabulous show while you eat, and it happens to be right here on campus in the Creative Arts Building. Oh, and did I mention that it's completely free? I was a part of the Brown Bag Theater last year, and it was the most amazing experience I had at this school. If it weren't for the love and support of our audiences, I may not have continued my theater study, and if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be in my very first professional theater production, God's Plot, which is another show in the Bay Area that has special pay-what-you-can nights and discount tickets for students and seniors. If you start to attend more shows, you'll only be supporting your fellow students. You'll not only be supporting your fellow students, but you'll be telling the 5.7 million artists out there that you want to see, hear, and experience their creative efforts. You'll also be showing the House of Representatives, the President, and even Sarah Palin that art is important. It is community building, and it is worth funding. So tell me, were you able to imagine a world without art? Thank you.